Nothing going on in the tropics for us to worry about over the next week. We'll talk more about what's happening out in the far distant Atlantic in just a few moments, but we'll talk about what's going on now. And it's hot and it's quiet. It's nice. 89 degrees, plenty of sunshine. We've got some really nice weather going into the weekend, and our humidity will be going down, so that'll be nice. Plenty of sunshine right now. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Right now, our temperatures both sides of Lake Pontchartrain are in the upper 80s, and some of us already at 90 degrees, and many of us will get to the low 90s. Now we're going to start to see some northeasterly winds picking up the next few days. It will be a tad breezy, and that will bring us some slightly drier air. So those dew points are going to come down today. It will feel less muggy, and it will stay that way over the next several days. It's not going to be that humid, so that'll be nice. However, still going to be heating up every day with lots of sun. No rain happening now. It is going to stay dry today. There is not much rain expected over the next week either. So basically every day looks great. If you will be out and about, though, working outside, you still want to wear sunscreen, have water with you. It will be very hot. We'll get to the low 90s this afternoon with lots of sunshine. Maybe a couple scattered clouds, and that's it. Tonight we'll have clear skies. It'll be nice this evening. With the drop in humidity, it feels better in the evenings than in the mornings. Temperatures will be in the 80s tonight, 70s tomorrow morning on the South Shore, and on the North Shore tomorrow morning we'll start the day with temperatures in the 60s. So getting a cool down, at least for our late nights and early mornings. So tonight looks great. We'll have mainly clear skies. It'll feel less sticky tonight, especially in the evening hours. Tomorrow to finish up the work week, a hot day, but it is going to be less humid with lots of sunshine again. So almost every day over the next week will be exactly the same. 92 degrees tomorrow afternoon. So temperatures will actually be trending a few degrees above average the next few days. So a little hotter than average for this time of the year. And this upcoming week is the last full week of summer, and it's certainly going to be very hot. But at least the humidity will stay down and in check. Our dew points over the next week should stay mostly in the 60s every day. So that is pretty comfortable for the deep south. It's not bone dry, but it's certainly going to feel less oppressively humid through today and especially the next few days into the weekend and into next week. So it will feel much more pleasant outside. But remember, it is going to be hot. 90 degrees with low humidity still feels like summertime, but it's not going to be that hot over the next few days. Going into the weekend, the weather looks good for outdoor plans. 93 degrees Saturday and Sunday, plenty of sunshine, keeping the low humidity around, and no rain coming up this weekend either. Going into the mornings this upcoming weekend as well will be on the cooler side. Temperatures will be in the 60s north of the lake Saturday morning, 70s on the South Shore, maybe some upper 60s down the bayou. Sunday morning, much of the same, 60s north, 70s south. So we do get some slight relief, at least for the late nights and in the mornings. Now out in the tropics, it is pretty quiet, but there is that one spot to watch way out in the distant Atlantic Ocean. There's nothing there yet, but there is a tropical wave expected to come off of the west coast of Africa in a few days and head west through the central Atlantic Ocean. So we'll be watching for it to emerge off the coast of Africa. It does have a low chance of tropical development from the National Hurricane Center, and it's going to take some time for it to get its act together. There has been a lot of dry air out in the central Atlantic, helping to keep things kind of quiet and at bay. So this is all the way up until Wednesday, kind of a disorganized area of moisture, but then later into next week, we may watch something try to develop later next week. This is next Friday, September 19th, but here you can see it's out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, nowhere near any land areas over 1 week from now. So we'll have a lot of time to track it, but there is nothing to worry about. Over a week from now, it's still going to be in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So no tropical concerns for us or for anyone over the next week. And yesterday, September 10th, is the climatological peak of hurricane season. So we do still have a long road ahead of us, but once we get through the peak of the season, it's nice to know there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's still not over just yet. We have to get through the rest of September, the rest of October, and we know when we get into October, things start to quiet down. But it is not over just yet. Not to, can't put it aside just yet, but at least trends are good, nothing to worry about for us over the next 7 days. So looking great. We have great weather coming up for your 7-day forecast. Sunny and hot, but not that muggy over the next week.